On this episode of Breakout Boxing Spotlight, we talk to Intrepid as he's coming for redemption against Mark Flames, as both of them have the same goal: redeem myself. Intrepid seems like he is locked in and focused and talks about how he was humbled even before his fight with DDK. But even though he's the recipient of the fastest stoppage in small creator boxing, he does not let that deter him and his motivation. Today, on Breakout Boxing Spotlight, we talk to Intrepid. Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time. We are back again for another episode of Breakout Spotlight. Today, we are joined by Intrepid, last seen at Breakout 03, and now here doing an interview with your boy Pat's High Fusion. Intrepid!
Let's fucking go!
Let's talk about it. I want to give you PTSD.
Damn,
PTSD.
you gotta
I
do
want
me
to
like
give
that.
you PTSD, my brother. But I just want to talk to you for a second because, my brother, me and you had beef at one point, and now we're sitting here right now doing an interview together. Isn't
Yeah.
that weird? Isn't that weird?
It's crazy. Like, what the fuck?
It is fucking crazy. So tell us how you got to Breakout, man. Your journey, because you started off on the opposition, and now you joined our team like a Dragon Ball character.
Oh man, I'm surprised honestly. Like, it started off with me talking shit, how it was backyard boxing, and then look at us now. We're already fighting in venues. And it's like you're like, yo, we're like, oh wait till he sees O2's venue, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a watch. I was like, as soon as I watched it, like this shit actually looks fire.
This shit actually was fun.
I'm like, they proved me wrong. Holy shit. And then like O3, me and DDK had our back and forth, and it's like it was more of everyone wanted to see me fight DDK after that space. So it's like, fuck it, let's go, let's run it.
Who were you originally supposed to fight at Breakout 03? Were you set up to fight DDK just because Isa and DDK wasn't going to happen and Lesnar and Isa was going to do their thing? Or were you going to initially fight someone before that? Because I have trouble remembering.
Well, at first, like, I didn't speak about fighting DDK or anything like that. It all started after, Sword 7 when Isa and Lesra they were in talks about fighting, but DDK wanted Isa first. So I was like, so Isa and Lesra could happen because that was originally going to be the plan. They talked about it. They faced off, and after this fight, I was like, you know what? It's a good shot for DDK and me to go first, and let Isa and Lesra go next. And yeah, I got no response from DDK at the time, so I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I got a DM. I'm not gonna expose who, but they're like, oh, you should start talking, try like start promoting, like try to get like a fight with DDK and Breakout. I was like, that's a good idea. The way I went after it though, I ain't gonna lie, I went a little overboard. That space was something.
Yeah, it seems like you made a true enemy out of DDK. We'll talk about him in a minute because I'll get to him. But
Yeah.
let's talk about your Breakout 03 fight week. Because we're seeing you big balling in these hotels. It's the first time you've really traveled by yourself and stuff like that. Talk about that experience. What did it feel like to go from your world in Chicago, go from your world every day, stepping outside that, flying to Massachusetts to compete in the biggest small creator boxing event to date?
Funny enough, honestly, that was honestly the first time I've ever traveled, like gone on a plane. I've been so like, I've been so comfortable, so safe. Like, even though Chicago's like the least safest place in the world, it's like being in my hometown, staying there all my life as a kid. It's like I've been just comfortable there, and to fly for the first time, to fight actually, it's like, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
Well, it's
Like
good to see. It's good to see
what's
that
up?
you're evolving. It's good to see that you
Yeah,
evolve from that because I could see it because obviously I had done my own trips before by myself. I had traveled across the country by myself before. It's a very daunting task, and you took on a very tough opponent in DDK, even though for his experience, you know what I mean? Like, he's very, very good. So talk about the fight and what you were feeling in that moment, because it is the past and we look towards the future. But because of the past, we can build a foundation to see what we're going to work on in camp and what we can do to improve on in the future. So how did you feel in that ring? Because maybe you could give a little bit more perspective to the people as to what happened that day.
So yeah, on fight day, definitely I will the anxiety, the fucking just me freezing up, it hit all at once. Like it felt like a train hit me as soon as like the bell rang. It kind of just started in the morning. Like my mind kind of got fucked up when I got a call from like family that they didn't like the fact that I was even fighting in the first place. They were like, "Oh, we see even seen your face to face. Why the fuck are you talking all this shit? Why aren't you being respectful, humble?" And it's like, the fight kind of stemmed from beef. It's all just a promotion. Uh, this is all just like a fight. It's all respect at the end of the day. And they're like, "Oh, it doesn't fucking matter." Like you kind of see like when your own family kind of like gets mad and shit on fight day, it kind of fucks with your head a little bit. So I'm like, all right, it's cool, whatever's calm, let's get to a fight. Let's get to the ring. We go to the venue. I try to put my headphones on to lock in, like, all right, like this is the day I step in the ring, my opponent, all the talk, all the promotion, it all kind of ends here. So I put my headphones, trying to lock in the whole day, trying to like, hit the bag to kind of warm up, hit the pads. And it's like, I don't know, the moment it just hit. And walking in the ring, I felt cool, calm, collected. That's what I thought I felt. Just walking in there. And then as soon as I got in the ring, just feeling the atmosphere, everyone just staring at me, it's like, holy shit. Like this felt so much. And yeah, I feel like that was definitely the problem. I just wasn't mentally ready. And yeah. And also the part where I throw a hammer fist and you remember the hammer fist and the like during the fight. That also definitely fucked in my head too. I was like, why the fuck did I throw that?
Listen, there's a lot of emotions going into the ring, man, and sometimes they take over us and they consume us, and that's completely fine. But that's the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We look towards the future. What's different about
Yeah.
this fight? What's different about Intrepid going to fight Mark Flames than Intrepid going to fight DDK?
So the difference now is that even like during the training with DDK, I didn't get that much sparring in. I was trying to like get back into the like motion of getting back like in boxing, like and like I was trying to get back into boxing shit because yes, I said that I was doing this boxing stuff for like 3 years. Majority of that time was kind of like self trained. I didn't train at a gym. It was just me hitting the bag, kind of like sparring with friends. And then like I took at least half a year layoff. Like I didn't train for like 6 months until like middle of the Sword 7 thing, and then like until Breakout 03. That's when I kind of started picking it back up again. But definitely the issue with that is I didn't get that much sparring in like I should have. But for this camp, we definitely are getting sparring in. We're getting hard sparring in too. Training with more serious fighters. I literally had a sparring match recently with a MMA fighter, MMA pro who's actually like very active and he's really good at boxing. So like the challenge was definitely to get a shot landed on him. But I love a challenge either way. So we're definitely getting a lot of like hard sparring, easy like light sparring. We're getting all that to like get our mind mentally prepared. And we've been like already like signing up to a boxing gym as well to get the feel of the ring again, because definitely for this fight, I can't lose again. I have to like get my mind mentally prepared for this one.
You gotta be mentally prepared for this one. Now, your opponent, Mark Flames, he's also in the same boat as you. He is coming off a round one stoppage. You know what I mean? And obviously, in his case scenario, he was the one who threw the towel in himself. So he is coming for redemption. He is a man that is hungry. He is a man that is fired up. Very unironically, the Human Torch. So, what do you expect from Mark? And do you see this heating up over the next couple of months as the fight grows closer, as your goals start to set in more, as the thought of losing starts to set in more? You know what I mean? Because you guys are
Yeah,
both coming in to do one thing, not going anything extra. You guys are both coming to win. So, what are you expecting from Mark Flames?
definitely expecting him to be a harder fight than the first. I feel like he also wants a chance to prove himself. He wants to win this. I'm not taking him lightly. Doesn't matter the opponent. I'm training hard. Like I'm fighting like the best either way. I'm not looking past Mark Flames. Um, and I feel like yes, the fight's gonna heat up as it gets closer. Not like in beef, like not in like not like the Lesnar and Ezra stuff. I feel like it's gonna heat by like more competition. Like you know, we're gonna show that we really want this, basically.
Sounds like you both are very, very determined, and that's very, very good to see. Let's look past this for a second. Let's say you are victorious on this date, July 27th. What do you see next for yourself for the story of Intrepid?
It's just hard to imagine because, like I said before, I can't look past Mark Flames. That was my issue, kind of like treating the first fight like all vacation, treating it like entertainment when really like stepping in the ring, it's hard. Like getting punched in the face, it's hard. Like and doing that for like 3 rounds, I imagine is going to be difficult. So kind of like getting that feeling now. I just can't look back and I can't look past Mark Flames. It doesn't matter who he is, like what he is as a fighter, who he is as a fighter. We're training hard, so I can't really answer that until the job is done.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Well, let me ask you, I know you can answer this question. To the people out there that have doubts about you, who are automatically writing you off, what do you have to say to them?
They could write me off all they want. At the end of the day, I'm tuning all that out. I don't care what people got to say. I just got to do what I have to do. Promote, uh, post content, and all up to fight week. We get ready and fight day. We show the fuck out. Because
Do
at the end
you
of the day, they're not the ones stepping in the ring for me. They're not the ones helping me. So this is all just for me. I don't care about any other opinions. I'm not taking none of that personal.
That's good to hear. Now, this couple more questions before we get out of here. Mark Flames, DDK. Do you expect this Mark Flames fight to be more competitive than the Mark Flames fight? Do you expect it to be more of a challenge?
I do expect it to be more competitive because I feel like Mark Williams does have that. He does have that motivation to go farther this time. So with me like having that motivation and him having that motivation is gonna be fireworks. That fight is something people are not gonna want to miss, 100%.
Absolutely.
So you're not gonna see scared. You're not gonna see like anxiety filled Intrepid. You're not gonna see the Intrepid that's gonna get taken down in a punch. You're gonna see an Intrepid that will go to fucking war for this win.
It's good to hear, Intrepid. Any final words to Mark Flames, your opponent, before we go on to the next couple of months?
I wish you luck, bro. It's nothing personal, just business. I'm here to win.
Absolutely, my friend. Listen, this has been Breakout Boxing Spotlight. Watch Real Intrepid take on Mark Flames in a 1v1 redemption fight. July 27th, 2024. If you cannot make it, July 28th, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eventbrite tickets below if they are available at this time. But if not, stay tuned for Twitter, Instagram, and all social media platforms for updates on Breakout '04 New World Order. The Rise Protocol has been completed. It's time for the New World Order to begin. Real Intrepid. You can see him July 27th. We'll see you at the fights.